Hello, my name is Sebbi and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Friday, April 24th, 2026. It is night shift time again. I already completed the first of 3 nights. The night was kinda okay. I really enjoy the way how the day is structured when I do have night shifts. I get home from work, I go to bed after a quick breakfast, so to say, sleep, and after waking up, I do have basically a whole day just for myself before going to work again. Right after work, I go to bed again, so the day feels less fragmented than when working during daytime hours. Cat, are you hungry? Yes? Here go, have a god. He's good? He's good. Cat is happy. I am happy too. As said, really enjoying the night shift time. Just feels good when there's less fragmentation and more time to focus on things. Instead of, okay, I'm getting out of bed, having breakfast, then having maybe an hour until I need to go to work, then do work, get home, and then have maybe an hour of rest before making food, then having another 2 hours of free time before going to bed again. This feels kind of fragmented, so I'm kind of happy with the flow of the night shifts. The last few days were really nice. Spent them with my partner again. Yesterday, before heading to work, we were at the rigging spot for the straps right outside. It's a nice place, hanging down from a bridge, being in front of some tall buildings, some modern buildings, being in the sun, being at the river mine. So that's a cool spot. That's really nice. Really enjoyed this. I did the first ride with my bike there. I need to set up the bike properly. I noticed a few things that weren't perfect. Birch door, oak door. Let's see how the various types of doors look like in the Journey to Japan monument. Yeah, that was nice. It was less nice that the German train service pulled the prank on me as we got home from doing straps training. We wanted to have some dinner together before I had to leave, get to the train station, and then get to the town where I'm currently living at. As we got home, I checked the connections, and it said that the connections I wanted to use weren't possible anymore due to switch repairs. So I looked for alternatives, I found alternatives, and that's the alternative meant like, okay, I need to leave right now, immediately. So threw everything into my backpack and left. As I boarded the alternative train, it wasn't an alternative train, I just had to get to a different train station where the train I wanted to use starts. And yeah, in this very moment, they apparently finished the switch repairs. So they also stopped at the... It's kinda well hidden. That's kinda cool. It's kinda integrated. How does this look like? It's more visible, but also not bad. Though I'm not completely happy with that. Oak door. I feel the classical oak door is the best door. Yeah, I like that one. I like to use that one. I'm not quite sure what I will put inside here. But yeah, that's cool. I like. I really like. I need more. Where do I put them then? Here? I'm not quite sure where to put. I mean, I could put them directly above my guards. That would be a thing. Maybe also around. I mean, with this, the other end doesn't matter when it's also on the floor. Okay, I need to craft a new oak door. So basically, if I wouldn't have looked up if the connections are still possible, and I would just have gone to the train station where I would have normally started my ride, I wouldn't have noticed anything. But just like this, I had like an extra hour of travel time simply because they apparently don't know what they do. They rarely do, which is kind of a shame. It's really a shame. But yeah, made it in time to get home. This was a little bit tricky to cook some noodles there, which I could take to work, as I haven't had any dinner for the evening. And yeah, I wanted to have some food before going to work. So yeah, that there's that. Indeed, it needs to be kind of. Let's see if I can maybe fill in. Yeah, this might be good. Might be really good. Can at least reach those spots down here where I continue to talk. So yeah, this just was a little bit annoying, but other than that, the time with my partner was nice. And yeah, I don't want to talk too much about. Okay, this is high. Excuse me. This is almost good. There's an open spot. And there. I need to get more into the corner. This is right at the edge of the dirt. So I guess if I drop down here, it might be a good spot. Perfect. It's the right spot. Instead, I wanted to talk about the trip to France. The first day was a long day. We got up at 3 a.m. and yep, having had some quick breakfast, some coffee before, around 4 a.m. ish, we started to drive. Started to drive to. This is this is also a way how I can get down here. This is good. We started to drive to France. It was I don't know. If one would have driven without any break, like 8 to 9 hours ride, with having breaks in between and change of the driver, took a little bit longer. But yeah, what was a long day on the road to get from Germany to the south of France. Can I? Oh, I almost can reach the very end and fill the rest in. it was good to change from time to time the role of the driver to not get exhausted too much. And yeah, in the beginning, as we were in Germany and even in the northern part of France, it was raining and the weather wasn't that great. But as we passed Lyon, as we got through Lyon, the weather all of a sudden changed. It changed from, okay, it's like cold and rainy and oh, dang. Don't get to this corner. And I probably also don't get again. Can I reach? No, I can't. Speaking of the rain, can't reach that corner. It's. I think I should move the bed inside. Yeah, I think I should move the bed into the gate. The weather was bad, but then it all of a sudden changed. It changed from rain to sunshine, and not only to sunshine, but basically from almost winter-like situation to, hey, this feels like summer. And yeah, it basically turned into summer. After some more driving, or I don't know, we arrived at 3 p.m.-ish or something. Dang it. Can't reach that one. So I need to pop out here, I guess. Now I can reach the last corner. Right. We arrived at 2 to 3 p.m.-ish. And okay, can't get down there. Unloaded the car. I was completely already amazed by the difference in the nature and the in everything, how everything looked. Like this Provençal region looked so good with all the vineyards and different kind of architecture, different kind of nature. Just everything looked different. So I was really happy, and I was also super eager. Like, hey, I want to, after sitting in the car for so long, want to go for a walk. I want to explore. I want to be outside. Yeah, that's what my partner and I did after a quick break. We walked into the the town. We stayed at Vaison-la-Romaine, and yeah, it was completely different atmosphere there than in Germany. Obviously, everything felt way more relaxed, way cooler. We walked through the main part of the city, the city center, took a look at various shops that sold some regional products. There's also an historic part of the city, or the castle area, on top of a little mountain, little hill, which we climbed up to. This was really nice, as there were some historic little alleyways, very picturesque, very cool, and all in nice and warm sunshine. It was not too warm. It was not like, okay, it's hot, like I'm going to die. It was more like, hey, this feels nice. This feels comfortable. It also was like, I don't know, 20 to 25 degrees Celsius or something like that. So this was nice. Also had some nice ice, some ice cream. It was delicious. And yeah, just taking in the scenery. In the evening, everyone got together, and we had the first dinner together. So the entire group. Did we do? I think we were rather. I mean, we got up at 3 a.m., so we were rather tired. So I think after exploring a little bit the property and so on, we went to bed rather quickly. There's some holes. So if I go into those holes, I should be able to fill in more gaps. Maybe we sat a little bit on the couch, or we went to bed early. Yes, being kinda. Oh no, they're not holes. It's just shadow. I see. Here, can I reach everything now? Yeah, I think I can reach everything. I can't reach that corner, can I? Oh, dang. But I can reach this corner if I quickly dig through here. I guess. Like so. Yeah, the next day, the first day, started with a beautiful morning. It was... I personally felt a little bit too much due to too many people at once in the morning. I was kind of happy that there was also some kind of balcony right next to the kitchen area where we always had our food. So I grabbed my breakfast, sat outside, and enjoyed the early morning sunrise and the song of the birds and so on. So it was a nice start into... Why? Well, congratulations. Okay, you could get out here. That's fine. And yeah, then it was finally time to head out to go climbing. It was the first time for me to do rock climbing. I was kind of excited about this. The first day was unfortunately a little bit... boring is the wrong, but yeah, it was to some extent boring. My partner and their dad needed to find their way into climbing again. The first route they climbed was not good for top rope climbing, so that I don't need to do lead climbing and instead can just be laid with a top rope. As there was some overhang and the rope would otherwise have constantly touched the overhang, the rock. So I sit around for most of the time. Was not that exciting. I mean, sure, it was cool to look around, but generally there was not much space at the... There was not much space. Do I have some? No, of course I don't have dirt here. There was not much space at the climbing area. Have I... So have I overlooked a place, a certain spot where things were, where cobblestone was? But yeah, it was a little bit boring, but at least I got 2 opportunities to climb up on a top rope. At this point, this was the first time doing rock climbing, and never have done any elite climbing in the climbing gym. I couldn't do elite climbing, which I picked up and learned over the course of the week, which was nice. But yeah, it was a little bit annoying. It was also annoying as there was not much enough space to basically comfortably sit around, or so. It was really narrow. It was kind of cramped. It was Easter Sunday. Sunday. It was Easter Sunday. So there were also other folks around, and there was not much shadow available. So all in all, it was not much fun, the first day at least, because there was not much I could do, or there was not much climbing for me, and it felt a little bit like, okay, I'm bored. So yeah, there was that. It was still good to be there and to see and to pick up some first things. Then towards the end of our climbing session, we all wore helmets because there might be some rock or something falling down from the climbing area, which would be not good. So yeah, we were all protected. But right as we were about to finish, I think I was doing one of the last climbs or so. Finally, the second climb of the day. And yep, as I descended, as I was belayed, the one of the other folks groups that were climbing there dropped something by accident or so. We suspected, I don't know, I hear a skeleton, which is not good. And also nighttime. Okay, I can't. Ooh, dear, it's a skeleton. I can't fill in the holes. I think I need to continue next time. Dropped. We expected. We suspected a carabiner or something, and the thing dropped down and hit directly one of the people in our group, in our climbing group, on the head. Right on top of the head, which resulted in a bleeding wound. And yeah, we were all a little bit shocked, disappointed, annoyed by how they reacted to it. Like, on the one hand, they didn't really took notice of it, despite the fact that the one who got hit by at the head was of course screaming in pain, and even after making them aware of this, they didn't descend or apologize. So we found that that was absolutely bad behavior. And yeah, then of course we had to, I rather had to make sure that nothing bad has happened. So luckily I do have some bandages in my backpacks. I applied bandage to his head, made sure that he's, besides the pain and the wound, well. Then we had to descend, which we first had to get to this climbing area, walk uphill like 30 minutes, steep uphill, and this we had also to walk downhill. And I was a little bit concerned about him after being hit on the head with the carabiner or something. But yeah, we safely descended, luckily, and brought him to a nearby hospital. I made a quick handover to one of the physicians there, and I think in the end it was stitched with 2 stitches or something. So it was good that basically everyone was happy that I was around, being medic and staying calm and just doing my thing of, hey, okay, let me let me get to work. And yeah, it was a kind of bad, sad start into the day, or into the climbing week. After we got him to hospital, his wife also got there to pick him up. So my partner, their dad, and I, we left as we had kitchen duty, we had dinner duty. We got home to cook the food for everyone. And yeah, so after cooking, we cooked some red lentil chili, so to say, or red lentil curry. It was very, very delicious. Everyone liked it. We also baked some banana bread and yeah, had a nice meal, had a very nice meal. After cleaning the kitchen, I think we just sat around for a little bit, either outside or on the couch or so, and then went to bed again. And yep, this was the start into the climbing session. Like, okay, back to medic business. The good thing is, beside the 2 stitches and some headache, he could continue to climb. He climbed already the next day, and well, the next day he took it a little bit more easy, but for the rest of the stay he could climb, and everything was well. So I was kind of happy that nothing serious happened. Still, it was a bad thing, and was especially a shock for everyone. Besides, I mean, I was also not happy about it, but I think I'm too used to dealing with those kind of injuries. So yeah, what was not the best start into this, but the remaining days were so much better, and I got so much more climbing in. I will talk about them in the next episode. So I hope you enjoyed the first 2 days of my climbing vacation in southern France. Thank you so much for watching. Until then, my name is Sebbi. See you!